Hey, what's up? It's Quinn, or Health Coach Quinn as you might know me. Today, the buzzwords we're going to be breaking down all involve buying eggs. There are a ton of semantics around egg labeling, and I want to break them all down for you. Okay, let's start from the top. One labeling that you see very often is cage-free. Now, cage-free just simply means that the chickens do not live in a cage. That's it. It doesn't mean that they have access to the outdoors. It doesn't mean that they aren't all shoved in a giant barn together. It just means that the chickens do not live in solitary confinement. Certified humane is something that you might see written on boxes. Certified humane is basically the same thing as cage free. The next term that we want to talk about is free range. Now, free range means that they live in a barn where they have access to the outdoors. However, there are no regulations about this outdoor area. So it could simply mean that there is a door to an outside area that is 10 feet by 10 feet, but there could also very well be 10,000 chickens living in that barn, and they might never ever see that outdoor space, let alone get out there. So that's all that free range means. What you really, really, really want to be looking for on your eggs is that they say pasture raised. So cage free and free range used to be the gold standards, but because these egg producers were finding loopholes and finding ways around the system, the new language that you really want to look for, as I said, is pasture raised. This means that your chickens were raised with access to the outdoors on a pasture, eating grass, which is their natural diet. Which takes me to another place. When you look at the packaging on your eggs, it might tell you that your chicken's on a vegetarian diet, which chickens are omnivores, so that's really nothing to be bragging about. Chickens want to be outside eating lots of grass. That green grass, the chlorophyll, is what's going to give the yolk that really vibrant orange color. So the more chlorophyll that they eat, the more beta carotene in their yolk. They also want to be eating worms, bugs, grubs. They're birds, you guys. This is what birds eat. They want to be digging around. They also use their beak to be digging around in that dirt. What a lot of conventional farmers do is that they'll clip the beaks of their chickens because they're living in such close quarters. And chickens will naturally create a pecking order. When they live together in these huge groups, it's like high school. It's like a giant sorority. So basically, they will peck at each other. They will create this pecking order. And these farmers want to eliminate that. They don't want them to hurt each other, so they'll clip their beaks. But what clipping a bird's beak does, it's basically like cutting off your hands and your nose. The beak is the way that the bird interacts with the entire world. It's where all of their senses are. So when you cut off their beak, you really cut off their ability to have any pleasure in life. So if a chicken is pasture raised, it also kind of tells you that they do have their beak fully intact because they need their beak to operate the pasture, to dig in the dirt, to get those bugs and those worms and those grubs that they really want to be eating. Now, pasture raised might be something that you can really only find at your farmer's market or through your local farmer at a health food store, but I really encourage you to look for those things and to ask questions. So let's band together. Let's make a difference. Let's let our voices be heard. Let's vote with our dollars and choose pasture-raised eggs. No more of this 10,000 birds living together in one small space, getting their beaks cut off so that they don't hurt each other. Let's actually give these birds the life that they deserve, because then they're going to be laying healthy, delicious, fresh, nutritious eggs that we can all then enjoy, so that we are then happier, healthier, more wonderful, loving people. I'm Health Coach Quinn. For more videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel and join me. If you're not on my newsletter, go over to Health Coach Quinn, sign up. You'll get these videos on the regs. And of course, this video, I'm sure, opens up a big conversation. So if you have more questions that I didn't answer here about eggs, egg production, ask them in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Let's keep the conversation going. All right? All right. I'll talk to you soon.